Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Nope. Hi everyone, welcome back to Performance Essentials. This is acting and auditioning for film. My name's Ian Webb. This is week 3. We're talking about the actual audition. Stuff you need to know, questions you have, that kind of thing. Let's get into it. For today's video, we're going to be talking about dressing for the part. Now, you probably already do this for theater auditions, and it's pretty similar, but I'm just going to help you, give you some examples on how to do this for film auditions. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so the basics. Let's pretend like you don't know anything about how to dress or what to wear when you go to an audition. For musical theater, you often just like to dress your best, look your best, wear business, casual, that kind of thing. With film, what you want to do is suggest to the casting director with how you dress that you'd be able to play this part fantastically. So it's kind of tricky and it's a little bit sneaky and psychological, but let's take a look at a few breakdowns, some sides for some actual auditions that I've done, and I'll show you how I decided what I was going to wear and what I actually wore. So let's say you got a breakdown for an audition, and the breakdown says that they're looking for a teenage girl who can play 14 to 17, and that's all they give you. You don't really know what specifically to wear. So take a look at the sides, read the sides, read what the production is going to be. Is this a short film? Is this a feature film? Is this a TV show, a commercial? Who is this character? What does she like? What does she dislike? Look at the sides and get some clues. Let's say that the sides are talking about a horse, and she loves this horse. So maybe dress a little bit like your character would if she likes horses, if she's a horse girl. Let's take a look at some examples. So this is for High School Musical, the series, the TV show that they shoot here in Utah. It's on Disney+, and it gives all of this information. This is what a typical professional breakdown is going to look like. But not all breakdowns are going to look like this. This is just what most commonly they look like, and they're going to have all of this really important information like the production company, whether it's union or not. We've talked about that in some of the other videos. So that's the Screen Actors Guild, SAG-AFTRA, or if it's non-union, any of the people that are attached on the creative team, and also the information for when it's shooting, when the auditions are due by, and submissions. So this is for that initial email that you're going to get from your agent that says, hey, we think that you'd be great for this project. If you're interested, submit by Tuesday, February 25th, 2020. And this is when the auditions are. The casting director will let us and you know if they're interested. So this is going to be with that initial email. This is going to have a description of the entire series. It's not going to have anything specific, but it's going to be basically just the bare bones basics. And then down below is where your actual breakdown for the characters is going to be. So the role that I was asked to audition for was TaskRabbit. I have no idea what that was, so I did a lot of research, and TaskRabbit is a website and an app that allows you to hire people to do things for you. So it's basically like Uber Eats or DoorDash, but instead of delivering food, you can have them deliver a letter, or you can have them come clean your house or help plant things in your garden. So it's basically just a helper that they're hiring. So in my research, that's what I found out. And then in addition to what this character breakdown says, I decided how I was going to audition. So it says male or female, 18 to 25, all ethnicities, a diligent, empathetic, college-aged man or woman who always tries to do the right thing. So I decided that I was going to wear something that I would wear on a daily basis because I am a college-aged man, and I don't think someone who tries to do the right thing and is diligent and empathetic would wear something different than someone who isn't diligent and empathetic or who doesn't try to do the right thing. So what I ended up wearing for this was basically jeans and a flannel shirt with a t-shirt underneath it. Here's another casting breakdown that I received for a commercial, specifically for this character Paul that I was asked to audition for. It gives you a breakdown for his age and a little bit about what they're looking for. It also says how much they are willing to pay you. So this breakdown says that comedic timing is a must, that Paul is a trust fund baby but not a brat. So that makes me think he's rich, but he's not mean. He's a little bit oblivious. It goes on to say he's a rich kid who lives with his mom and expects to find ease and convenience in his life in every way. That makes sense with what I was thinking already. He's generous and completely oblivious about money. Okay, there we go. Oblivious. I.e. tips the mailman big bucks. So that's not something that someone who is not incredibly wealthy would do. So that's kind of funny. That's the comedic timing that they're looking for. They also say personality similar to Paul Rudd. So if you're not familiar with Paul Rudd, who he is, part of the research and homework that you're going to do as an actor when you're auditioning is figure out what they mean by that. So what is Paul Rudd's personality? Look up some interviews from Paul Rudd, look up things that Paul Rudd has been in, and see the kind of vibe that Paul Rudd has that they may be looking for. For this one, what I ended up doing was wearing some of my higher end clothing, so it makes it look like I'm pretty wealthy. I think I ended up wearing more business casual, so I wore a button-up shirt and some nice pants with a belt. That last casting breakdown kind of contrasts this one. So this is for my most recent commercial that I actually got cast in. What they were looking for, as you can see at the top here, is the character's name is Greg, the age range that they're looking for, 20s to 30s, and it says, please showcase your fun personality and charisma. So in the email that I got from my agent right here, they gave me some of the information, when the audition is due, what the rate is, and what the usage is going to be. And as you can see down below, the client or the ad agency who was putting this whole commercial shoot together said that they are looking specifically for 3 male models or actors for an upcoming commercial. The commercial is for the company that makes stylish and sustainable menswear. We're looking for 3 men in the 20s and 30s with handsome features and fun personalities. They go on to talk about how they want the self-tape to be done. What I did was went through all of the sides and sort of figured out who this character was. That is your homework as an actor, figuring out who this character is, what they would wear, how they're reacting to things inside the sides that are giving you clues to help you figure out and answer these questions. So, as you can see here, the narrator says, this is a state of being known fondly to Greg as slacker mode. And then Greg mouths the words slacker mode. It also says in the script here, Greg stands in his living room wearing sweats and a hoodie. Later on, it says, zoom in on Greg's elastic waistline. Greg looks at camera. So I decided for my audition, I was going to wear sweats. I wore sweatpants and a hoodie, and I just made it look like I was a slacker because Greg likes being in slacker mode. So reading the sides and doing your homework is so important when you're figuring out what you're going to wear for your audition. Figure out what the brand is. If it's for Disney, like that High School Musical one, figure out what those characters on that show typically look like and what kind of clothing they wear. So that was our video on dressing for the part, how to figure out what you want to wear to the audition so that you can look your best and make the casting director think, hey, they would be fantastic in this role as Jenny the Horse Girl. So come back later this week for our final videos, and I'll see you guys later.